Welcome to All About the Bay. I'm your host, Paul LaJoy. Every week we feature exciting Bay Area residents who are providing services in our community, products and services. Today with me is Mr. Jamil Holmes. He is an expert janitorial service provider. You will learn a thing or two, so will I. Welcome to the show, Jamal.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, so what do you do exactly?
I own a janitorial business where we actually go commercial to different businesses to provide cleaning service.
How long have you owned that?
Since January of 2020.
That's interesting. So January 2020, that's when COVID hit.
Yes, exactly.
You started business during COVID.
Yes.
In the heart of COVID.
Yes.
What made you start that business?
My great grandmother used to make me and my cousins dust every other Sunday after church, and I was so upset doing it when I was younger. I was like, "Oh man, I should be getting paid to do this. It's so much work." As I got older, I thought about it, and during the pandemic, I said, "What would be a better business to start during the pandemic than a cleaning business?"
So at that time, they needed a lot of cleaners, or what?
It's not that they needed a lot of cleaners. It was the fact that we can provide a service during a really tough time in the pandemic where cleaning is definitely probably one of the biggest things that's needed.
Oh, you do janitorial services, especially to medical facilities.
Medical facilities definitely, because it stands out as a place where a lot of people are going to be sick.
Yes.
So if that's the case, then we can provide and sanitize an area to save lives, and that was one of the purposes.
I suppose it was a good time to start a business in that arena.
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
Because a lot of people are sick. I mean, I saw some stuff that was happening in America. I said, whoa, my goodness, this is human life, right?
Right.
Did you see some of that here in California or not?
Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I mean, a lot of people were passing away, unfortunately, and I was like, well, what's something I can do to not only impact the community, but also, set a example? And I said, I can start a cleaning business and help save lives.
Okay, so now we see that the thing is waning a little bit, right? Because of the measures that I've taken and stuff like that. So how's your business?
It's actually doing really great. The first year we broke even as a business, and this year we're set to actually be in the green area, the green side. So
really, okay, you broke even. So is that because you bought equipment or what? I mean, you had those expenses.
All the equipment and expenses that it costs to buy a business. Initial fees, etc., cost of employees. These things were paid for out of pocket by myself. And the first year we recouped.
So what's your coverage area?
Yeah, so my coverage area is typically I started in Stockton because that's where my home is. And I kind of wanted to start there working from home. I worked with the franchise to kind of get me some initial business to start off. And then I worked my way back to the Fremont area in the Bay Area. So right now I have a lot of coverage in the Stockton area and then also in the area surrounding Fremont.
So we talked about your coverage area, but how about your clients?
My clients. I have several clients in Stockton, and I have a few clients in Fremont, Union City, Hayward, etc.
So in business, we have what they call CQAT, right? Which is a cost, quality, availability, and technical know-how. How much technical know-how do you need for this kind of business?
I mean, you definitely want to be able to exceed the customer expectation. So the know-how is primarily number one, because without the know-how, there's no quality. So the know-how comes first, the quality is second, and then obviously I have to come up with the cost of myself as the owner. And then we kind of go from there.
So is there a lot of competition in this arena?
Oh yeah, there's millions of cleaning companies, big and small. But I think what separates us is our quality. Our company is called Royal Custodians, and we're known to clean with detail and integrity, and that's our slogan.
Okay, so you've been doing this for almost a year and a half. I mean, almost 2 years right now.
Correct.
Right. So what would you say your highlight is?
The highlight thus far is honestly being able to scale at the capacity that we've been able to scale in this pandemic. Not too many businesses are growing and thriving through a pandemic, but the fact that we're able to do so, it's one of our biggest highlights.
So you started as an independent, but now you have a franchise?
Yes, that's correct. I have a franchise and I have a business, and I kind of joined a franchise to kind of learn more about the business side of it. As I feel like even though education is great, hands-on experience is always just as good. So I did join a franchise to kind of master the ability of being able to run a business
So
model.
what's the proportion right now? So the franchise has more business than you?
Yes, the franchise has a bit more business than I do. Even though I do control the business on the franchise side, I do have a let's say 70-30%.
So what's the difference between your franchise and your business?
So the difference between the franchise and my business is the franchise was already established. Let's say I'm a restaurant owner and I open Jamil's Sandwich Shop, and then I buy a McDonald's.
Yeah.
Now I want Jamil's Sandwich Shop to run just like a McDonald's would. But in order to do that, I have to work at a McDonald's to understand what to do and what not to do as an owner.
I see. Okay, so if let's say somebody's watching this right now, and we know that the pandemic hit and stuff like that, you're not just totally concentrated on commercial and medical facilities. You can also what other areas?
Yeah, definitely. So a great example is my mom, who's a real estate agent, a great person. There's been a couple opportunities where she's been able to sell a house. So before the new buyers of the home go to the home's probably still a little dirty. The bathtub is probably messed up and stuff like that. The oven, and they want realtors want their properties to look brand new for their clients. So my company does reach out to real estate offices to kind of go in and clean these homes to make sure they're in brand new shape for the homeowner, the homeowners.
So are realtors your ideal referral partners, or you have other
it's
referral
a great
partners?
outlet. I do have other referral partners, but real estate definitely is one of our primary outlets.
What other referral partners are you looking for?
Just anyone who really wants to have a very clean space. Medical is our specialty, and the reason why is because obviously the pandemic, we're able to save lives, and we kind of prioritize that over anything else as a business.
So you clean for big places like Kaiser and Washington Hospital,
Kaiser,
or
we're
what?
not at the Kaiser level just
Right,
yet.
right, okay.
But we are servicing a power plant at the moment. DTE is one of our biggest clients. They're in Stockton. They're actually a publicly traded company as well, and out of Detroit. They're based in Detroit, but they have a power plant over in Stockton, and we do service them.
So in places like Fremont, who is your let's say somebody's watching this or stuff like that. Say, who should they refer to you?
There's a ton of medical offices here in Fremont. There's a ton of dental offices. I've done some community service in this area as well. I love the city. I love the area. I love the people. Definitely feel like physical therapy practices, dental offices, doctor's offices. These are places that we would prefer to go and clean.
Okay, so we said that basically, on average, you have 1.2 million people that open small businesses in America, and we know that 75% of the economy is run by small businesses.
Yes.
I would say that in recent years, at least the last 12 months, we have a lot of people who have just left corporate America and started businesses. Somebody's not watching this, and they're looking at, oh my goodness, I want to start my own business. I want to stay at home, blah, blah, blah. And they are in a different city, for example, okay? Would you advise them to go into this, what you're doing?
I would advise them to follow their passion. Following this business it's good if you want to do it, but you have to have a purpose and you have to have a passion to do it. And that's not just with cleaning, that's with anything. So if you want to start a business, understand the business first. And I always tell people, especially new business owners, if you've never worked in the industry, there's nothing wrong with going to go work in that industry first to see if you really enjoy doing what you want to do.
Okay, so another person watching this and say, man, my home, I don't know, I've read a book where they say your home can make you sick.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't know whether because of like chemicals are used and stuff like that, asbestos and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So you being in the cleaning business, give us some tips how you can be well in your home and not be sick.
Definitely. So there's something called high sense areas or sensor areas. And these are all touch areas that people typically touch all the time. And if they think about what do I touch all the time, that would be door handles, refrigerator handles, ovens, light switches when you turn the light on and off. These are things that people constantly touch. So if that's the case, you can use sanitized wipes, Clorox, or any other brand. Simple Green is a good chemical that I use to kind of wipe those areas as well. If you have areas like couches, they have something called couch cleaners. You can look up couch cleaners on Amazon or any other platform to go ahead and purchase.
I can understand this being maybe common in the commercial arena.
Yeah.
But at home, you are three of you in a home, and do you think this is a common practice, or you just
Well, I won't say it's a common practice 'cause I don't know if everybody does clean up at home. You know, I know some people probably don't, but the people that do, if there's 3 people in the home, all 3 people are going to touch the refrigerator handle. All 3 people have to eat. All 3 people are probably going to cut the light on and off. All 3 people are going to probably grab the same, hopefully not the same phone, but maybe use the same laptop or the same computer. So anything that seems like a touch area, the bathroom, the toilet handle, when you flush your toilet, these are things that people are touching and may not notice that they're touching. They can get sick. So these are things and areas that I do advise everyone to clean.
So okay, when the pandemic hit and like people like hoarding on stuff, Kleenex and all that kind of toilet rolls, but also cleaning items. But now with the vaccine and stuff, and you being in the industry, I mean, what do you think is what? And like before, like you open that door, you got right away. Oh my goodness, sanitize your hands. But I don't see that happening anymore. I mean,
well, I mean, you know, and it's not for me to say because you know it's to each your own when it comes to the vaccine and the vaccination. Some people are being immunocompromised, which means they have to take a 3rd shot.
Yes.
You know, some people also are being advised to take the vaccine every 6 months to a year. You know, they're not saying that this is a permanent solution to the pandemic. So if that's the case, then I think having a clean environment is mandatory, and it should be. It should have been mandatory before before COVID. But you know, with the state mandating, you know, certain businesses and certain, you know, vaccines and saying this person has to be vaccinated and these companies have to be vaccinated, why not have a service that's going to help provide a clean environment for you?
That's good. That's good. So, okay, so we talk about environment, we talk about community also. We have this community called All About the Bay, and we'll talk a little bit about it. What's your impression? Are you a member?
I'm going to become a member for sure.
Okay, cool.
But my impression so far is it's great to see how All About the Bay is bringing companies together and kind of building a great network of business owners to kind of exchange what they do and providing that service to each other. I think that's a great tool, and it's a great resource that I think everyone should definitely take advantage of.
Okay, and lastly, is there anything else that you like to? And since you're Mr. Clean, or Mr. whatever,
you know, kind of, sort of.
Is there anything else that you would like to tell our audience?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely tell the audience to follow your dreams, follow your passion, and it definitely, you know, even when times get rough through a pandemic, don't think that you can't make a way out of no way. Always believe and be positive, because if you bring that positive energy wherever you go, good things will follow. Good things will happen.
You said something about income.
Yes.
What's that phrase?
The phrase is, you know, when you start a business, you always have to think about the outcome of what's going to happen of any decision. But that's good or bad. But as long as the outcome is income, you should be just fine.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much for having me coming to the show.
Thank you.
All right, and thank you for watching.
Thank you. You can contact me at 510-690-3264. Once again, we're Royal Custodians, and my name is Jamil Holmes. Our website is www.royalcustodians.com. Thank you.
Thanks for watching. If you know of any small business owners who would like to take advantage of our lively interviews, please ask them to contact us at service@allaboutthebay.org. And remember to subscribe to our channel as we post new interviews there weekly.